All right, welcome to this edition of Power Breakfast right here. Like we told you earlier on, we're going to be shooting some pool, and we are at Q's. Q's is in Westlands. It is the oldest pool facility we have right here in Kenya. The Kenya team practices right here, so we are privileged to be here this morning, and this is where we're going to be learning more about the game of pool. I know most of you people you think it's just a bar game, but there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of mental preparation and the use of the mind, coordination. And we're going to be chilling with some champs as well and learning more about the sports. If you have any questions, comments, your views, use the hashtag Power Breakfast. Get on Twitter at Citizen TV Kenya as well, and tag me at Willie Saburo and also at Joey_Muthengi. Right, so first of all, we're going to get to introduce a few people here. We have this gentleman right here. Can you introduce yourself?
Kenyo Keshohe, Kenya pool team player and an organizer for events.
Right, so Kenya, how long have you been, playing pool?
Professional. Decades.
2 decades is 20 years.
2 decades, yeah. So I'm one of the older crop of players, and I'm slowly retiring to concentrate more on organization and developing the sport among the youth, and see how to develop it generally and make it to be a better known sport, and people to stop looking at it as just another game, but a sport that needs a lot of skill, a sport that needs a lot of preparation, a sport that can change lives.
All right, so of course he's going to be playing with us today, but we also have this gentleman here who's also going to introduce himself to us.
Okay, my name is Ashok. I'm the owner of Crooked Q's, and also the initiator, I guess, of pool from 2007. We have been having Q's as the place to come and play pool, with all the upcrop of professional and amateur players, and I mean, it's been a privilege with this long journey that we've had. One of the things that I do want to say is that pool is not just a bar game. Pool is a sport. For a lot of people, it's a mental game. It helps you to think about different strategies, just like chess, and how you're going to use these skills back in your life, whether it is in business, whether it is in your everyday judgments that you have to make, that improves whatever that you have to do, that takes you forward. So it's not just a bar game, it's a sport, and we are very proud to be associated with that over the years.
Right, so we're going to be talking more to you a little bit later on. We also have a lovely lady here who we're going to introduce. I don't know if the light is good, so introduce yourself.
My name is Doreen Wandia. I'm the captain of the ladies national team, and I want to say pool is a lovely sport. Personally, I love pool like so much. Yeah.
How long have you been playing pool yourself?
I've been playing. I started shooting pool when I was 7 years old. Yeah, but I started shooting when I was like 2014 professionally. That's when I started shooting professionally. Yeah.
Right. So we're going to be showing us some of your skills here as well. And we have one final gentleman hapa hivi, kaka karibia. Yes, jitambulishe.
Naitwa John Chalo, kwa jina utani naitwa JC. I've been playing this game for the last 20 years. It's a very nice sport.
So for those who don't know, he's been ranked the past 7 years between 1 to 5. So jamani msemnoma sana. And he's also going to be showing us one or two things today. He's going to be playing as well. So I just want to move over back here so that you can just get some few pointers about the game today. You're going to be learning. So whip up your notebooks as always and get ready to learn. So what are we going to learn first? What happens here before it starts?
English pool is basically played with 15 balls. There's a set of 7 of each side. Here you can see we have the reds and the yellows. You can either have them in reds and yellows, or the solids and the spotted. So the solids and the spotted are the ones which have numbers. But this one, we are using the ones with the red and yellows. So you first start by arranging the set of balls. So that's how you end up arranging them. You will either end up having a C, or when you alternate that, you end up having a J. So it will depend.
So ni CJ kama Chief Justice.
Yep. So basically, depending on the kind of rules that you are using, that will determine whether you will end up with a J or you will end up with a C. So here we are using black ball. So with black ball, we'll end up with a C. So once you rack the balls, and this cloth here is also very important because when the balls go inside the ball channel, they are bound to get some dust. So when you place this cloth over here and the triangle, and you move the balls forward, there's this black spot. So that black spot is where, when you have the cluster, where the black ball should end. So you'll move them forward and then see that you have where the black spot is.
So you have to check that the 8 ball must be on top of the.
Yeah, and also ensure that the balls are well stacked so that when you do the break, the balls are able to spread. When you end up having gaps, you're not going to have a good break. And you can either lose the game on the break or when you make mistakes after you've started the game. So we rack the balls, and what you use to strike the balls and to play is the cue ball. Yeah, so the cue ball, you start by breaking anywhere along the bulk line. This is called the bulk line.
So this line over here, I don't know. I'm sure it can be seen here.
Bulk line. So you can break anywhere from here. Yes.
So if if somebody wants to, like, because I see some guys who break and they, what is the aim of the break? Can you win just on the first shot?
If you put the black ball on the break, there's no skill that is required on that. And this is a game where you have to prove your mettle by showing the skills that you have learned. So what happens is when you put the black ball on the break, the frame is re-racked. The black ball is removed and put back. So you have to win by either putting your reds or the yellows and then ending with the black without committing a foul.
So what if when you break both, like for this case, if a friend here breaks and then the red inaingia na yellow pia inaingia,
the game is open. So again, like I said, it depends on the rules that you are using. So the game is still open. So on the ones which we are now playing more, that we are affiliated to, is black ball rules. So with black ball rules, it does not matter whether you put 3 reds or 1 yellow or whatever on the break. What you put next after the break is what your cluster of colors is. So you have to finish your set of the balls and then you put the black, and that's when you've won the frame. Yeah.
So who's going to break? JC, were they karibu na Jesus Christ? So JC is going to break. So JC, what are the, like, for somebody who's maybe on a watch or they play pool, what are some of the, like, the pointers on Azapatia for a good break?
For a good break, okay, unapiga as hard as you can, but lazima the stroke ikue the correct one. Yeah.
Ona, he's ready. Kofia iko nyuma sasa. He's ready to do this. Let's see him break. So here we go. All right.
In this case, the game is still open because he did not pot any of the balls. So the person who's coming in will now have to make a judgment which are the best placed balls to play, because the object of the game is to clear one set of colors and the black. So it is for you to make the judgment early enough which set looks better. So by making that judgment, you have to look at what are your challenge balls, which are the problem balls. You can either use the word challenge or problem. So your analysis will be based on how the situation is after the break. So it's all up to your judgment to look at what will be easiest for me.
So I can see here, for example, it's almost like by design. Kuna hii hapa, hii ya yellow, then there's the other red one on the other side, really close as well. So say, if it was me, but which one are you going to pick, Doreen?
I'm thinking go with the red. Yeah. No, just watch and see.
Okay. So let's watch and see which one Doreen will pick. So how long does a pool game normally last?
Anything from between, for the very good players, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, to up to, for the amateurs or the ones who are learning, from 5 even to 7 minutes. That's on average, yes.
Very good.
But also, actually, it actually depends a lot on the break. If the break is very good and you're lucky to have very good positions on the ball, you can even finish it earlier than that. It all depends on your break. The break can determine whether you win or you lose. Yes.
So for that instance, Ilingi. So the game is still open, and so it's quite the mental game I hear, because now we have to see which one's gonna go in. And so what happens if, like that one, the white ball was almost going in? What happens if while you're playing the white ball goes in?
If the white ball goes in, it's a foul, and the person who's coming in has a free shot when it comes to
Another one. So there is one more red, and then the 8, I suppose. So what happens in that case? Because he's put the yellow.
rules, that is called a skill shot. A skill shot is allowed whereby you can pot both balls and you still continue with your visit.
Because the time I was playing pool, watu walinishambulia sana when I ukiweka well, hiyo ni yangu, umeweka yangu.
Yes, the rules are changing. They are being revised from time to time. Okay, the black ball.
Almost.
Yeah. So the rules are always revised from time to time, depending on the situations that arise during the major international tournaments. So the governing bodies will always revise the rules from time to time. But you will find in most clubs, there's what is called the house rules. So they might be different from one club to the other. But in terms of competition, black ball, the rules are all the same. Yeah.
So there comes.
Yes, it's a frame. The setup. If she plays correctly, she can be able to finish the frame.
So what does frame mean?
A frame is a game in session. Yes. So a frame. You can have a match. So a match, you will determine whether it's going to be a race to 5 or a best of 5 or whatever it is. So those individual games are called frames. Yes.
Interesting.
But the entire match is called, the entire game will be a match. Yeah.
All right, so as you can see there, Doreen is clearing the table. So she can still, if she clears all the yellows and then pots the black,
She's the winner. Yes.
So JC Apple. All right, JC was holding his breath, but now I guess. So if he pots this, it's a wrap.
Yes, the frame is over. There it goes. So if the white ball happens to go in on the same shot as the black, it's a foul and you lose the frame. Yeah.
So if it goes in together,
Both of them go in, it's a foul. But on black ball rules, even if he puts the black and the yellow that is on the table, that's okay. So he can even use the yellow to pot. He can even use the black to pot a yellow as a skill shot like the one he did previously, and it's still a win for him. Yeah.
All right, I know there are different, and we were talking about it, there are different types of different versions of ball, because like I noticed you kept on saying black ball. I don't know if they'll set up for another game even as we continue, but so tell us about the different types.
There's black ball rules, there's world 8-ball rules, and then there's the original English 8-ball, where you will find people have to call where the black goes.
Ah, yes, I hear that. Like at the end, they say black left pocket or something.
You have to say where.
For another game, just want to ask about how it maybe a shock can also tell us about the professional sense of it in terms of pool, and how you like this place since 1997 you said, and so how are you helping to demystify that whole notion about, like you said, you mentioned pool just being a bar game?
One of the things we've been doing is we've been having a lot of competitions with actually a lot of countries, inter-country tournaments. We've had in the past we've had a lot of sponsorship from Kenya Brewers, where we did the Simboa Kenya and Pilsner Pool Challenges, which was nationally televised at one stage, and we had over 20,000 players participating, and around 7,000 clubs. That was back in its heydays. One of the things I think that has been a problem is that where everybody looks or have been associating the game of pool being only a bar game. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize, a lot of institutions today, whether it is leisure centers, whether it's in colleges too, they have pool tables where a lot of people get together and have a game of pool as they just sit down and to pot their own ball or to block off or to bounce off, if they would call it that way. On the earlier frame, we had seen Doreen on her last shot, where you found the opponent's ball was next to the pocket. She was trying to move the black ball away from the pocket, which would have made it more difficult for him to have finished the game. And that's the skill set that we're looking at. And if you really look at everything else that I said earlier on, if you keep that thinking in business or in your life, that's exactly what you're doing. You're actually challenging yourself to become much better. And that is something in which I believe as Cricket Cube, we've really got people to think on different ways of how to look at everything that they do, both as a sport and in their own lives. Yes.
So another game is going on here. I don't know who is winning so far.
Still quite balanced because we both have 3 balls left. I'm on the yellows, so I'm trying to see if I can clear the frame. So here, basically what I will try to do is to see that yellow.
We've been trying to come up with a bigger group because it's really tasking to get ladies to be actually willing to keep the, with women it's kind of difficult to keep some spare time for pool. So, yeah, it's been tasking. But we have some ladies who are willing to, yeah.
How many are there, you would say, like roughly an estimate, who are playing?
I have a group like of 20, but I have like 10 dedicated, yeah. Right. Out of the 20, yeah, I have 10 who are dedicated, yeah.
So what are some like the challenges, like, in terms of pool and pool for ladies? Sorry, let's move out the window. JC has to me heaven.
So we have various challenges, like the one that is ahead of us is not many sponsors are willing to invest into a ladies, like a ladies tournament. Yeah. So far I've only seen Ashok who's been willing to invest in a ladies tournament. Yeah. So like we normally try to have a monthly tournament, but most ladies freak out when they hear they're gonna play against guys. So yeah, it's only the brave of us who come up.
So they're afraid of playing. So the way it works is in the tournament, it's not like ladies have their own and then men are their own. Sometimes it mixes up.
Yeah, we normally mix up most of the time. Yeah, because the sponsors are very few. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why. All right. So what would you say maybe to ladies who want to join the sport, and who has won? Sorry, naona hapo handshake. Hii handshake kidogo ni kama ya ile tuliona hapo Harambee House.
So what? Yes, handshakes are important. It's always good to show some respect to your challenger or your opponent. Yeah, because the spirit of the game is to bring people together. Don't get angry because you lost the frame. It doesn't help you. Yes, you have to control your temperament, because if you don't control your temperament, it's going to affect how you play your next frame if you are to continue in the competition.
So who won here? Mr. JC.
The former Kenya one. I think he's trying to come back to Kenya one. Yes.
JC, you'll be participating this, I think, May 5th, you said, the tournament?
Yeah, we'll be participating in the May 5th tournament. Yeah.
Unaenda ku reclaim numero uno.
Yeah, I have to win. Yes.
Yeah, but the May 5th is a team event.
Okay.
Yeah, a team event is a bit more exciting because you are there as a team. You are not only playing alone, whereby you also have more pressure, because if you lose, then you are letting down the team. So everyone will try to do their best, and you have guys who are also backing you up. Yeah, so in the last Black Ball Fury event that we had, we were in the same team with JC, and we were what? Third? Fourth. Yes.
Iko to Noma. It's quite the sport as well. So where is the event going to be?
It's going to be here on the 5th of May. It is a team sport, as has been mentioned. One of the differences that is being done is that for every team, there's going to be more amateurs as part of the team, and one or two of the very good or professionals. It is being sponsored by Essen Sports as well as with Carlsberg, and we're hoping that as many people as possible would come. With enjoy the sport and partake of the fun and experience pool at its best. And we are hoping that as many people as possible do come through.
What time is it starting?
We're hoping to start early on Saturday. The plan is to start by around 11:12, so that at least by the end of the night we will have a winner. And I think there are more than so far 10 or 20 teams that have already confirmed. Yes.
Is there like an association, like if people want to join, is there a place, a Facebook page, a place where they can join or come to, or they just come here and ask for Ashok?
Actually, it's not just coming to ask for Ashok per se. They'll come to the club and register at the counter. But previously we've had the Kenya Professional Pool Federation, of which I was the chairman. But one of the things that we are trying to sort out with the rest of the team members is to reactivate the association and get the various structures up and running so that we can get the sport back to where it's supposed to be. Yes.
All right. So of course I'll try and break and play even as we get ready to hand you back over to studio as well. I'm a little bit rusty. The last time I played was last time. But of course, like you said, Q's is actually opposite Bandari Plaza. So if you're in the Westlands area, that's the place to come through. There are a lot of pool tables here where you can come through and do your thing as well, and also register, like Ashoka said. And also for the ladies, mnaacha tu Dorina kwa peke yake hapa. So hebu waambie wakuje.
Tafadhali kujeni, we can do this. Mnafaa kuja muone venye tunafanyanga wanaume wa sweat. They sweat.
No, it's not an easy thing, but it's a game that's once you can learn how to do it. So I'm gonna, somebody has to break. Alafu mitachukua kutoka hapo. Jesus, JC, kucha. Come and so JC is gonna break, and then from there, I'll see if I can attempt to do something. Let me just, even as we continue, check out the. Whoo! I tell you what. So now from there, I can go ahead and pick it up. Just trying to see what's happening on social media. Somebody's asking very quickly about the, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call it. The chalk, yes. What's that for?
Where you need to use chalk more often is because you need to have a good grip on the cue ball. Yeah. So as you can have a look on this, I have cues which have different Q-tip sizes. So English 8 ball, you can play it with anything from 8.5 to a maximum of 10. That is suitable enough. So if you don't put chalk on the tip, many times you're going to slip, the cue ball is going to slip off and you end up having a miscue and you miss the shot. Yes.
All right, so I guess we're gonna end it there, but as I try my shot, is there anything we've left out of shock? Any more information?
Well, I guess it's, let all the pool players come together, let's build the sport, and let's build it from ground up. No one should be shy about coming out to a club, because it is something that will really help you to think, just like chess, to make you better, and enjoy it. That's the most important thing. And Q's we have 4 tables, and they're the best. Most of the players do attest to it. They're the best tables that you have in the country.
All right, so let's do this. All right, so on behalf of Joy Muthengi, Freddie Nimuli, I'd like to say successful people look like you, like you saw the great Manchester United, or to Chelsea, tutakutana nao tuamalize. And I want to show you how we'll win, how we will score through pool. So I've been told I need to move my jacket, so situanane. Lakini kabla turushe huko, ngoja ni musichukue hadi nifanya shot. Sawa, kanzi. Alafu after kuchocha ni hate. So any of these, right?
Yes.
Kuna vile inazaruka juu.
Yes.
Warm up. So did I make a mistake? good.
Okay, what I would probably correct is the way you're holding the cue and the way you're standing.
Oh, yeah, how am I supposed to?
Okay, just hold your cue again and your stance. So what I noticed is that your thumb was over there.
Yes.
And if you look at your feet, your upper body is not balanced.
All right.
So what you need to do is you
Balance
need to
upper
align
body.
yourself. Yes, there. Now you have it right. Hold the cue light and then drop down. Yeah. So be in line with the shot that you are playing, so that when you look and then your bridge, yeah, try and have it there so that
Like that?
Yes, that's better.
Na sasa tunaichapa chini ama juu?
Just
All
go the cue ball right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Such a science.
Bring your head up. Your chin should be below the cue, not on the side. There. There you are. That's why you need to go to the gym to play this game.
Much science.
Nice try.
Ni angle. Unajua kitambo before nicheze hii game ilikuwa kitambo sana. Najua kuna watu kama Steve wananicheka, Timo Mwashigadi ni sawa tunakutana kwa ofisi. Oh wait, I have been told that I need to be awarded for my beautiful skills. Go ahead.
Yes, I will award you with the 8 ball. It's a key ring, key holder.
Wapi handshake? Thank you. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Remember, we want to toss it over back to you. But cues, like we said, Bandari Plaza, make sure you come through as the game comes through on 5th. We also have one for who? Winnie?
Yes.
Sheshi Kuja. Sheshimu.
So
Sheshimu. Number one. Yes. So Sheshi is our producer. She's going to kill us after this, but no you. Mwana vile najua kucheza.
Thank you.
Hiyo ni ya number one.